This is Gen Z Unclassified.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're here today broadcasting from the Disney Course Studios with Mock Digital Media. Welcome back to Gen Z Unclassified. We have a special episode today. It's just going to be me and Olivia and audio producer Nate. And, of course, we have the lovely Caitlin in the background. And, we're going to jump right into it. Livy, what do we got?
Yeah, so I think we're going to be talking about relationships.
Okay.
A few questions from the social media realm.
As always, we always do that.
But I feel like we've already really kind of talked about relationships.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I don't know. What else should we talk about?
But this one is producer Nate here.
Okay.
This one is about breakups. We've been getting that quite a bit on social media, breaking up.
Experience that one.
Bad stuff, good stuff from a Gen Z's
From Gen Z's.
Okay.
As always, we love you, Gen Z's. All right. Livy, what do you got?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's the resident expert in this department.
Yeah, okay.
How to do it when it happens to you. Let's try that.
Honestly, someone has only ever broken up with me once. I've only had one person.
So you're
I've
the
broken up
heartbreaker?
I've broken up with every other relationship, not to whatever. But that breakup was probably the hardest, being broken up with, than being
Well, it
the
sucks.
breaker upper.
I could see how that would be pretty terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. How I handled it was honestly just like remembering the memories.
Oh boy.
But not
too much.
Yeah, not like literally obsessing over it. Knowing that I had good times with that person, but not like being like, oh, I want to get back together with this person.
I think that is a recurring problem for some people, and just the whole, like, it is really hard to break up with somebody, not see them, and then that kind of like shift, you want to go back type thing that happens like it always happens basically after a relationship, unless you guys like absolutely hate each other, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I feel like that always happens. I have broken up with somebody before. I don't think I've ever been broken up with. I mean, maybe there's conflicting stories, but I don't know. And yeah, even then it sucks. I mean, I don't know. There was never any like cheating involved. They're all great people, but it just didn't work out in the end and that sort of thing.
Was it mutual, like between some of them, or?
One was.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't go too in depth into that, but anyways, yeah. So it always does suck, but I think that what you just said about like kind of like wanting, well, you don't want to, but wanting to get back with the person after you're done, I think it's important for people to maybe move on. I think that's my take on it, because I don't know, but if you break up with somebody, you're probably breaking up with them for a reason. I don't know if you want to go back.
Right, even if you have like the doubts, like you're just like, oh crap, should I? If you do have doubts, then, I mean, I don't know. It's always about the communication part of it.
And of course, this is always just, as always, my opinion. So take that with a grain of salt. But if I'm just saying something, I don't think it's the best idea, Getting
back together.
Right. Because I think a lot of the times it's just going to end up in the same situation, I mean, I don't know, like 60% of marriages end in divorce. So good luck out there. Anyways,
I did not know that you knew that statistic.
I didn't know that statistic. It's kind of shocking if you think about it. A little depressing, too.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
You marry
depressing.
somebody, I'm going to be with you for the rest of my life, and then you get divorced in 2 years. That happens a lot. Anyways, I wouldn't know.
Wait, did you get married? Okay, we're gonna move on.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. Breakups, it
sucks for everybody. It's a terrible situation.
It sucks when it's brought on so like unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Because I've helped some friends of mine go through that, and it's really hard when you actually know that the person's going to break up with your friend before the person is broken up with.
That's really unfortunate, yeah.
So it's breakups are hard and it sucks, but you just, for friends, just be there for them. Like, tell them that, yeah, that person sucked. Even if they were the nicest person ever, say, they sucked so bad. They were a horrible human being. You should hate them. I mean, don't go to that extreme.
Oh
but
my God.
It's just to
I
make
think
them
things
feel
might
better,
be a little bit different for girls than boys. I don't think I've ever told anybody she sucks. I've never said that. I don't know.
But if she broke your friend's heart, like, you would be like, yeah, she sucks. She's dumb.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been in that situation, so I probably couldn't talk about it. But one thing I wanted to bring up, and I think a lot of people could resonate with this, even if you're not in a breakup situation, is when you're in a relationship with somebody, I think it's really hard to tell what the other person is thinking. And so that kind of goes along with, like, somebody's going to break up with your friend, but your friend doesn't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it happens in the back of somebody's mind. They get a thought, they think about it too much, and then it just
happens.
And the other person is completely unaware. And I would agree that is probably the worst.
The worst thing to do.
Of breakup. I don't know if it's the worst thing to do, because I'm an ardent supporter of, you got to do what's going to make you happy in life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're not happy in a relationship, I don't know, like, why are you there? That's my philosophy.
True.
It could be a little harsh in some situations, but I think it would work out for the best for everybody.
True.
Yeah. Because, I mean, okay, if you're not happy, the other person's not going to be happy, because they're going to notice that you're not happy. And there you go. And that is why there's 60% divorce rate in the United States. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know if that's the fact. Right. I know
it's pretty high, though,
that you're more likely to get divorced than stay married right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Because maybe you just be life partners. What does that mean?
Life partners, I think, is more of a you don't want to be committed to something. Like, you don't want to, like, marry someone just to marry them. You're just like, well, I'm with you. Why do I need to marry you?
Get that FAFSA money in college. Tell you that right now. I'm just saying, might get married to, like, next week.
Oh my God.
Get money for college, and then there you go. You're set.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. I
won't do that.
I'm more responsible than that, I think, right? I have
you do things for money, though. You're
Don't say that.
I mean, sorry, not in that way.
I don't do things for money. I mean, yes, I do things for money. I don't do a lot of things for money. Good God.
You just like money.
You're making me sound like a John out here.
No.
I'm not working the streets, Livy. Yeah.
That's fine. I actually want to bring up a question about you said, like, about, like, getting married young. I feel like a lot of Gen Z people are getting into relationships and getting married and doing all this stuff way too fast.
Way too fast?
Like pregnancies. Like, everything is way too fast in this generation, for me at least.
I don't know, because it's interesting that you talk about that, because I remember reading a lot of things, and I think it was specifically about millennials. They're actually getting married at a later age and having kids at a much later age than previous generations before them, specifically Gen X. Mm-hmm. And so that is kind of interesting that there's a trend, or at least in your eyes, that Gen Z is kind of moving fast with that. I could see it happening, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? If you think it's going to work out, then I mean, go for it. Right. I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your life. Mm-hmm. I mean, kind of, but not really. And so I don't see an issue with it if the people involved know what they're doing, what they're getting into. If they really love each other, then that's totally okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there was more pregnant women when I was in when I was, like, freshman year, than there was even, like, women teachers. Like, it was ridiculous. There was more pregnant,
like, students?
Students, yes.
Interesting.
It was ridiculous. And it's just, like, I don't know why, but it's just, and now I'm seeing even I'm 17 and people are getting married. Like they're literally thinking about getting married.
There was
when
an
turn 18.
influencer who was like 18 years old that just got married or something like that. I don't know the name, but I think they're on TikTok or something.
Right.
But it is interesting. I don't I don't agree with the fact that you should be getting pregnant in high school. I don't know. I think during that age, we as a generation, as kids, need to focus on what's best for us.
Right. We're still in our childhood. Like
I'm 18.
Well, you're not a child legally anymore. You still are in the brain, but I have to tease you sometimes. You're an older brother.
I can see myself on the camera.
Okay, great.
I'm having fun. I get distracted easily. I'm sorry.
I know you're like a fish or like a
Some
bird.
twitches in the corner.
Okay,
Anyways,
well,
we gotta wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap this up.
All right.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't know. I get what you're saying, but guys, I think you got to know what you're doing, of course, in every situation, whether it's a breakup, whether you're getting married at like 18, go for it. But we got to look at all the financial repercussions, got to look at stuff for education. You got to look at your future, because your future is the most important thing. And kids suck money. They are money machines. I'm 18 and I understand that.
Right.
I was one of them, still am. And so I don't know. Just know what you're doing before you do it. That goes for a breakup. That goes for getting married. That goes for having children, which is scary because holy crap. But yeah, I don't know. You guys do you. It's going to be great. No matter what happens, everything will be okay.
Just think about it.
Probably.
Think long and hard about decisions.
My name is Mark. This is Olivia. And for this segment, we'll be discussing something that has come up quite often in our questions down below, everything like that. And I do feel that it's something that's very prevalent in our generation. We're going to be talking today about how to, and just seeing outbursts of like depression on social media, how you can identify it, what's going on there. Because I really do think that it is a serious issue, especially with Corona and lockdowns and everything like that. So I do think it's a good thing to talk about. We've had questions about it. So let's jump right into it. Livy, what do you got?
Yeah. I actually have seen a huge burst of just a lot of social media presence of depression. Like a lot of people just almost crying for help, which is very sad to see, but it's every other post that I see that's that. So it's kind of, what's that word? When you're exposed to it so many times that you
become like numb to it.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Like, you're just like
desensitized. That's what
there
it is.
You go. There Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I'm very desensitized, sensitive, whatever, to it now, which is very sad. I still sympathize with it, but it's not like that gross gut feeling I feel anymore when I see a post like that, because we see it all the time.
Yeah.
Do you see it a lot on your social media presence?
Honestly, I don't use that much social media. But when I am on like Instagram or something, I do see certain posts sometimes from even like friends of mine that I know, and it's kind of obvious that something's going on there. And yeah, I mean, with the whole desensitized part, it happens like all the time. Like I think it happens with like video games and stuff. We have like violent video games. You get desensitized to violence.
Right.
I know at this point I'm probably pretty desensitized to violence and that sort of thing.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah. And it is kind of sad, you know, and you do see it on social media, and some of the things. Another issue I think with the whole desensitizing thing is we've been taught, or some of us have been taught, that it's kind of weak to show that to people, or it's wrong, or you should keep that to yourself, and that sort of thing. And I mean, I don't know. I suppose I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, if you feel it's the best way to get things out there, then I don't know. You know, it's a cry for help, that sort of thing, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's
man, it's rough.
It is rough.
Yeah.
That was a weird way of saying rough.
That was a weird way of saying rough,
sorry.
But yeah.
It is rough. I was trying to think while talking at the same time. That's not good.
That doesn't work.
No. But yeah, I definitely have seen a huge outburst over Corona. Before freshman year, sophomore year, I saw it a lot, but it was mostly attention based. You could tell it was attention based.
I was gonna say I hate to be that guy, but sometimes there are people who are doing it for attention. But on that same note, we have to remember that there are a lot of people out there that actually do have that issue.
Yes,
so that's very important that we remember that and address it. But yeah,
and it's very much, you should just, even if you think you might know that it's an attention based action that they're doing, take it as real as the real thing. Like you need to expect the worst, expect whatever.
Just, unfortunately, I mean,
very unfortunately, it sucks. This is such a hard topic.
It's a heavy one.
It's very heavy, and I don't know. I haven't personally ever felt like depressed. I've felt super sad, but it was usually over like a death of someone.
Right. That'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've never felt depression, I guess.
Okay. I could say the same. And I know that might cause a disconnect with some of you guys, but
because we don't know how it feels.
Yeah,
then,
we really
right?
don't. And that is one of the things with mental health issues, and even go so far as like people have like suicidal thoughts, people who have depression, people who have anxiety. You can't really truly understand it unless you've been there. And I think that's part of understanding the problem, because I think the first step in addressing any of this stuff is recognizing that it's there and that it's real.
Right.
And if you kind of just push it back and don't recognize it, then it's never going to get better, and these people aren't going to have, any outlet to actually help them.
Right.
So now that we've covered that first step, we've seen it on social media. It definitely is an issue. And I really do think Corona has made it much worse in terms of we were all isolated for months at a time.
Oh gosh.
People were locked up in their rooms. A lot
Some
of people
had to be alone.
Right.
And that will make you go crazy.
Well, humans, we're social creatures. I mean, if you guys believe in evolution, we, came from apes. Apes are always, chatting it up with each other, picking the bugs off each other's backs. We don't do that, but, we're very social creatures. And so when you take that away, it's going to cause, depression and anxiety in people who maybe would never have that thought before,
Right.
Maybe you're like a really extroverted person. You love talking to people, but when that's taken away, what are you going to do? Your outlet for happiness is gone. And so I think that's why it really got so much worse.
Oh, heck yeah.
For sure.
That's why now it's huge, because everybody's just like, vaccines are coming out, and the general public is starting to get them too.
Right.
And everybody's like, we need to party, we need to hang out, we need to whatever, because they're done being like sad
and lonely.
And here just like being isolated, and they're done. They just want to get out, and I don't think it's the time yet. I really don't, but
it's understandable though.
We get it.
We get it.
It totally is. But oh my God.
Anyway, so we understand, we recognize the fact that it's happening. It's been on social media. How would we deal with it? How would you go about kind of like approaching somebody, asking them how they're doing and that sort of thing? What do you got?
I've dealt it a few different ways. I've dealt with it. Sorry, not dealt it. I've dealt with it by actually just going to an adult before even talking to the person. That didn't go over very well. I've taken the approach of talking to the person and just like, hey, what's up? That really does work, is just talking to them and just being like, hey, like, what's up? Do you just want to hang out? Do you just want to talk on the phone?
It takes away the loneliness part.
Oh, heck yeah.
A lot of the times when you're depressed, I feel like you think you're very alone, you're very isolated, nobody can help you, that sort of thing. And I think that's what gets people into such a deep, dark hole. So I don't know, when you kind of alleviate that a little bit by approaching somebody, that probably does help quite a bit.
Yeah, and I actually did something for someone, and I just said, hey, let's talk tomorrow. Like, just making them look forward to something tomorrow, because they just could not look past from that night.
Yeah.
It was just like
stuck in the present, that sort of thing.
Yep. They were just like, no, tonight is like my night. Like, I just not. Yeah. They were just like, I can't I can't think about my future. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Tell you.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like,
if I have
everyone has these thoughts.
If I have ever been close to anxiety, it has been thinking about my future. That is so stressful. So stressful.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Just, I plan on attending a 4-year university. I've probably talked about this before, and I'm sure plenty of you guys are as well. No matter what you're doing, honestly,
or you're not,
it's scary.
like me. But anyways.
There you go. But it just paying for college is one of the things that freaks me out the most. I'm sure even if you're not going to college, like, what are you going to do? You know, like, what are you going to do with yourself? Where are you going to go in life? That sort of thing. No matter what you're doing, it's scary.
It is scary.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a big deal, especially with kids our age. And I can speak for a lot of my friends. They feel the exact same way. We're getting to that point. We're seniors in high school.
It's always thinking about like the future and like whatever. It's just think about tomorrow.
Right.
You don't have to go so far into the future. Oh, goodness.
Sometimes tomorrow can be scary too. You never know. You got that stats test or whatever. But I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I understand.
When you have that much anxiety and you're that sad over something that's so far in the future, or even if it's a month away, whatever, just think about tomorrow. What do you have to do tomorrow? Or whatever, just to like get through it. You don't have to think about anything past that until tomorrow. I'm
going to produce a counterpoint right now. I do think that's a good strategy for some people. If it was somebody like me though, I would probably, if you're worried about your future, if you're worried about something like that, make a plan for it. You do your research, understand where you're going, understand what you're going to do.
If that does help, like
make a plan. You got to have a structured life.
That would just make me even more anxious. Like literally planning out, and then I'm going to be like, but what if I don't do that? And what if I can't get into that?
That's why this whole topic is so nuanced, because everybody's different. Like, we're not going to have a perfect thing for you. Everyone's going to have to kind of find their way to navigate their own life, because
and sorry, we kind of went off on a little tangent about.
I think it's still relevant,
it's a good, it's a good thing, because everybody is dealing with it, especially right now, especially our age.
Yeah,
we're like
17, 18 years old. Oh my God. Being adults, you're gonna do adult things.
Yep,
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so fun.
But anyways, I think one thing that kind of can be applied to everybody is, if you look at the grand scheme of things, yes, it's gonna be scary, and you're going to probably go through some hardships in your life. Everyone does. I don't think there's not going to be any way you can escape that.
Right.
Even the people who have like hundreds of millions of dollars, whatever, they still have hard days too. You know, it doesn't stop for anybody. For everybody. Anybody can have issues. There you go. You just got to remember, at the end of the day, it is going to be okay. You're going to do well. You're going to get that job. You're going to go to school. You're going to get accepted. It's going to be a-okay. It might not happen the first time you try it, and that might suck, you know, but it's going to be fine. And
a good coping mechanism I have developed is that when I do think about, when I have like so much anxiety over like thinking about the future, I'm like, okay, again, it's the today or the tomorrow concept, but it's just like, I have food, I have water, I have electricity, I have a house. Or I don't personally own the house, but I have somewhere to live. I have a bed to sleep in. I am fine for at least tonight. Like, I am fine. I can think about tomorrow when tomorrow happens. And that's obviously my personality. But you got yours. You need a plan.
And that's the thing.
And that's what you can do.
Always different.
That's
Always
what
different.
you can do.
I got one more thing. Okay. And I don't want to sound condescending to everybody, but what you just said was actually, it was very valid. I mean, you got food, you have shelter, you have clothing, that sort of thing. And I think it's important for people to just remember that there's always somebody that's worse off. You know, there's always somebody that's worse off. And
kind of negative way of thinking.
It is a negative way of thinking about it. And it's really unfortunate, because it would be great if everybody was, you know, living the best life and everything. But I always have to remember that, because personally, and maybe for some of you guys too, I've had a really good childhood. Like, you know, I've you know, even had that privilege. I've had a good home. I've had a good parent, you know, relationship, all that sort of thing. And I understand that other people out there might not have that. And that's another thing with the depression and stuff. You have no idea what anybody's home life is like.
Right.
You know, you don't know. And so I don't know. For me, I think that's a coping mechanism for myself as well. It's like, I do have it good, you know. I have to remember that, and I have to remember that's going to be all right.
There are.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, there's always I
like that though.
I
do like that one.
You just gotta remember, and maybe if you guys are experiencing some hardship in the home and everything like that, I mean, we feel for you, you know. And I was talking with actually a psych teacher the other day, and it's like, the best thing to say to somebody who's going through something that you maybe don't have any experience in is like, you know, I understand you're going through something. I'm really sorry, and I'm keeping you in my thoughts. You know, it can just be just that simple, because really, like we said, we've never kind of experienced any of these things. We don't know that. And so it's hard for us to kind of give advice and that sort of thing. But we just want you guys to know, if you are going through that, we do care. We do care about you guys. We're thinking about you.
Right.
And everything's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
It is. Everything will be okay.
Well, that's probably the most heartwarming sentence I've ever said on this show.
That did bring me some more fuzzies.
We do mean it, though.
But yeah, this is Gen Z Unclassified.
Yes.
I'm Olivia.
And this is Mark. And I'm sorry. We have decided that we are going to call some Gen X people, because we get questions from Gen Z all the time, and we love you guys. Probably more than Gen X. You don't want to cause divisions right away. But we thought this would be a great idea. We're gonna have some fun, right? We're gonna not prank call people, but you know.
No.
So
we're not that immature.
Olivia's got a number. We're gonna call that number, and we're just gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
We're on a handy dandy headphones.
Make sure that we look good.
I was gonna say, does my hair look all right?
I put it on.
Wait.
No.
Damn.
Well, you guys aren't FaceTiming.
No,
My God.
no, but
that's another Gen X.
It's for the people producing it. I got to look good for the people.
Right. Okay. I got my number.
You guys don't care.
Calling.
Okay. I'm kind of scared.
Oh, jeez.
It's a phone ringing.
This is loud. Hello.
Hello, this is Twyla.
Wait. Twyla.
Yes, Twyla. Who's this?
Mom?
Oh,
That's
hi.
you? Do you change phone numbers?
Oh, I'm not supposed to use my last name.
Oh, well,
This is
I don't know.
Twyla Barnaby.
Twyla Barnaby.
Mom, we know it's you. How?
So yeah,
wait.
we have your mom
How did
on phone. She's our Gen X.
you effing with me right now?
Yeah, no.
You decided to call my mom out of all people?
Yes, we're gonna call your mother.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Right. Okay, well, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a good time.
Good. What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I don't know, we decided to call some Gen X people today. You're Gen X, right? Right?
Last time I checked.
All right, there you go. Okay,
Confirmation.
Sweet. Well, we got one. All right, Mom. So we're doing this, you know, we're gonna ask you guys some questions. We always get some questions from Gen Z people, so we wanted to see what you think. First thing I wanted to know is, what is like a personal grievance of yours with Gen Z? Don't be too crazy, but like, just give us something, you know. What do you got?
Yeah, I think the obsession with taking pictures of yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just recently on a vacation, and I saw people in your age group, and it wasn't the vacation I was on with you.
Okay.
I saw people your age group taking selfies constantly and not enjoying their surroundings.
So
And
there's.
it was an amazing surrounding
Oh my
to
gosh.
enjoy.
Well, what if they
So-
just want to capture the moment, you know?
But they're capturing it 24/7 and not putting their phone
Okay.
down and looking at the beautiful.
That's fair enough.
Fair.
All right.
That is very fair.
I mean,
I could say I dislike it too.
okay.
It's
yeah,
kind of annoying.
We're kind of curmudgeon-y though, right, Mom? I've always been that way.
So, yeah, but I just don't think it's necessary to capture every second of your life and post it. That would be my biggest grievance is
Okay.
stop put your phone down and actually like enjoy the surrounding and connect with people around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose we totally get that. Honestly, Olivia and I probably agree with that too, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about it on the show before, but I don't know.
I feel like we're the lesser of the phone picture than our entire group. That
has there been a time in the past week where Peter has not been glued to the screen that you know of?
He takes so many pictures of himself.
I know.
I love that child so much, but I don't even have that many pictures of him. And I take a lot of pictures.
All right.
So
yeah. So now we're going to reverse this question.
Right.
And we're going to say something that we don't like about, or not like, but grievances of Gen X.
I just don't like it.
We just don't like it.
I don't think I asked you a question.
Oh,
but
no.
Okay.
We get a pass. No,
we're going to do it.
Go ahead.
All right, Livy, you go first.
I go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you got?
Honestly, I think it's got to be, I don't know if it's just a parent thing, though.
Oh, boy.
Maybe it's just a parent thing. Crap.
Do you want me to go? I got one lined up.
You got it?
I got one lined up.
Okay, go.
Mark has
right.
like 7 lined up, apparently.
Oh, yeah, every day. Sorry. Love you, Mom.
Okay.
Anyways, number one, if you're saying we're taking pictures of ourselves all day long, at least we do it right, you know?
Ooh,
I'm coming at you hard, you know?
Clarify that, though, because I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, when we take selfies as Gen Z, we know how to take a selfie, all right? The selfie looks good. We got filters on that.
No duck lips, though. We don't do duck lips.
We don't do that.
We don't. No.
I'm just saying, Mom, sometimes.
Are you saying my selfies are hideous? Is that what
no,
you're getting?
I actually like
no,
I like your selfies.
Not at all.
Not quite sure how to take this.
I suppose what I mean is there's more of a time and a place, you know? You remember the selfie stick, Mom, that we always bring along on vacation?
My selfie stick.
Yeah. See, and there's the issue. You love the selfie stick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got to defend. All
right.
The reason I love the selfie stick is because my arms are not that long. So the selfie stick gives me the leverage.
Here's the thing.
Get everybody in the picture. I can center it. I can get some scenery in the back.
Oh
I'm going to defend the selfie stick.
You're
going to defend it?
It does make sense.
The problem with that, though, is you're telling us we're taking selfies 24/7. Mom, I love you, but when we go on vacation, that thing pops out every 5 minutes.
I love my selfie stick.
My God.
Because I can't reach, my arm's too short, and I want to capture the moments with my children.
Yes.
You want to capture the moment, Mom? You want to capture the moment? That's what we're doing.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, you're just mortified because the selfie stick is dating myself that I'm not hip and I'm not into social media because I don't do social media and I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, then we're standing in front of the Capitol and you decide to whip out a selfie stick and there's like lawmakers walking behind us. They're about to go do like legislative whatever, and we're sitting there going like this in front of a building taking a picture.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. All right. Well, how about
I have one.
I
think I have one.
All right, Livy's got one.
I don't like how they want to jump on every social media platform that we have. I really don't like it.
So but that does not apply to me because I don't have any social media, so I can't
That's very
talk
true.
to that.
Okay.
Because
see, and it might just be my parents, but
Oh God, we're going at producer Nate now. He's standing in the back.
Well, I have
head.
news for you, Olivia. Your mother is sitting right next to you.
Oh, God.
You guys you're together? The moms are together?
When are we not together?
Oh, my goodness. God, you really got us into a trap here. Now they're all...
I know. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. No.
Do you want me to send you a selfie right now to prove that we're together?
Oh, my God.
We're good without the selfie, Mom. We're good without...
I have a selfie stick in my purse.
Oh, my God. Oh, okay. All right. How about we do a little reverse? Let's end this little segment on a good note.
Okay.
What do you like about Gen Z, Mom? What is something about us that makes you think there's still hope in the world?
I absolutely love the fact that your generation has so much faith in just saving the planet and looking out for one another and quality of life. As much as you guys do like spend time on social media and that, I feel like this generation cares so much about our future as far as where we live and what's going to happen for the years to come. I see your generation caring more about water conservation and recycling, and I really do. I see that at your school, Mark, like with the projects that you guys do, and that part of it makes me happy, because I feel like that gives me hope that you guys are going to be leading the world.
I do think that's a pretty good thing too. It's all the activism that we got. You know, we are a very active generation. We know what's going on.
And I love that you this generation is you guys just roll with it, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately, whichever perspective you want to look at it, you guys have seen a lot. You've been through a lot as far
especially
as
in the last year
of social media and that type thing. And I think you guys are a little bit more hardened because of that.
I sure hope so.
But at the same time, I think that built some character, and there's pluses and minuses to that, because obviously there's downsides to that too, as far as social pressures. But I think you guys,
exposure always comes with some negatives as well.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say thank you. We appreciate it. And, you know, we
was
love
really
what
good.
you love about us.
And then just remember, you're only as cool as you are because of us.
All right.
That was
right.
definitely my mother that said that.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, Ron, though. That was great.
Yeah, that was
I definitely
really cool.
agree. And I do that. It is pretty cool about our generation, not to, pat myself on the back here, but yeah, I do think it's cool. But of course, we are going to reciprocate. So we're going to say something that we love about you guys. Okay. You got
that
something,
word.
Libby?
Wow, and you don't?
Hey, I do. It's
Okay, what is it?
What is it?
That we taught you how to play cribbage.
Ooh.
You know what? That is one thing I do appreciate, the fact that older generations, you guys have an appreciation for some things that maybe our generation doesn't. And from, a personal perspective, I do appreciate that, like learning the card games that you guys played, cribbage, whatever, listening to like 80s, 70s music.
Which is
I don't know.
Pretty good
It
music.
is
I
pretty
really
good
Dude, I
love
was
music.
born in the 70s.
There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Back up, brother. Okay.
Hey, I didn't mean it like that, Mom.
Right.
As far as my mind goes, you're still freaking 27. You're killing it. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta
You're
get
a
in
talker.
I know,
Somebody is really jonesing for
I was
like
gonna say I need some
extra
gas soon,
presents
Mom.
here for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Really quickly, I would like to say mine, and then we got to wrap this up. But I definitely have learned a lot of like worth ethic type stuff through like Gen X generation. Or Gen X generation,
Jeez.
whatever.
All right, just go for it.
But yeah, I've definitely learned like a pretty good why am I jumbling up my words? I'm
Work
so
ethic.
sorry.
We like work ethic. There you
Yeah,
go.
I've definitely learned a lot about just hard work. But you get
That is definitely a difference between the generations, because when we were kids, it was just expected. You worked hard for what you had. And we learned that from our parents, because if you didn't work hard, you didn't eat. I mean, it was just, whether you were lower class, middle class, upper class, it was just the way it was. And especially with the smaller towns that we grew up in, very blue collar farm communities, the work ethic was definitely something that was generational. And I think that, and I don't think necessarily your generation doesn't have a good work ethic, but you can definitely tell the kids that grow up in families that have it and don't, because
that is,
it's a generational thing.
Right. Yep. That is something I do I admire about you guys pretty hard. Mom, I know you work hard, single mom and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I can just tell you right now, we do appreciate it. We really appreciate it as your children,
Wow.
Yeah.
As much as you rip on us for taking my selfie stick out,
Still a problem though, Mom. I love you too. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up. Thank you so much for talking to us. Still don't know why the only number we had was my mom's number, Livy.
Yeah, she was there.
Goodness. Anyways, we love talking to you. Thank you so much for calling, and we'll hopefully call you guys again sometime. All right. Okay.
Good.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Oh, whoops.
All right. Well,
sorry. Anyways, that was our little phone call segment.
Right. Hopefully we'll get some variety.
Right. We'll get.
Not my mother. Anyways, I still do think that was a pretty quality conversation.
That was awesome. That was
always
fabulous. I love your mother. I really do.
Yeah, she's fun. This is the end of today's episode. We will see you guys next time. This is Mark. That is Olivia. Did I say that backwards? This is Olivia. That is no. We're good.
We're good. Right. Check us out on social media. We need some. Check us out on social media. We need some questions. We would love to answer questions.
Remember, guys. Also, in addition to social media, sorry for cutting you off there. Leave us some questions down below our video. It'll be up there. Our audio, whatever's going up first. You go there. Give us some questions. Yeah. As always, we love questions. Just keep them rolling in. Right. All right.
We love feedback too.
We do.
That's
love
awesome.
Feedback.
But yeah, so this is Gen Z Unclassified, brought to you by Disney Course Medias and Mock Digital Media. Yeah. Mock Digital Media. Yeah. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you for listening. Bye. Bye. All right.